Hey guys, what's up? Cheers, it's Adam here, aka Cena Guy. I want to talk briefly about the time I met Rene Dupree from WWE. Rene Dupree, as you all know, was in the Ruthless Aggression era. He had several shots for the United States Championship but never actually won it. And he was involved in some storylines like with the tag team La Resistance. And he had a brief feud with John Cena as well over the US title. But I mainly remember him because at first I really hated the guy because not just because he shoved, the French flag down everyone's fucking throats, but he had that little segment with Tori Wilson in WWE where he threw a glass of wine over her and he was about to attack her, but then John Cena came to a rage, and back then I was young, I never took wrestling, I took wrestling very seriously, when I was in love with Tori Wilson. And the fact that Rene Dupree did such a thing to Tori Wilson, I hated the guy, even though I know it's all entertainment, but, back then I took it very seriously. And anyone who abused Tori Wilson had my hatred, and Rene Dupree was just one of them. But I never liked Rene Dupree in WWE, but then I grew to like him a lot more later on when he left WWE and he joined All Star Wrestling, the British promotion. I heard that he signed with that company and they do tours all over the UK. And they were advertised to appear in Cannock, Staffordshire at the Prince of Wales Theatre, which is my hometown. And Rene Dupree was on the cover. And I said to myself, it'd be nice to meet Rene Dupree. I'm not going to bring up the moments of the time when I hated him, just in case I might get a negative response. But I was waiting in the queue, waiting for the doors to open so we could all go in and attend the show. And coincidentally, Rene Dupree walked past us and he went to McDonald's. So you can imagine how he feels, just seeing someone like Rene Dupree come to my hometown and then he goes to McDonald's. But then as he came back, I approached him and I says, Rene, can I have your autograph? And he says, yeah, sure. And he signed my autograph. He just did a brief scribble on my autograph. And then he asked me, he says, do you smoke? And I went, no. And he says, has anyone got a cigarette? So he was trying to create a moment with the fans, give them something to remember, and nobody was a smoker in the queue, so we had to leave without a cigarette, and he was like, shit, you know what I mean? So he was trying to give the fans something to remember, because everyone knew who he was, they all knew he was a former WWE superstar, and he was trying to create a funny moment with the fans, about the whole cigarette type of thing. But he was polite to me. Like I said, I asked him, I said, can I have a selfie? And he said, sure, and that's the photograph that you saw. Of course, it's a bit grainy and dull, because back then we didn't have iPhones, so that's the best picture I could get it, by taking it off the actual photograph itself. And I enjoyed the show. Rene Dupree was in the main event. He was in a street fight against Dino, the British wrestler. He was against Dino for the British Heavyweight Championship in a street fight, and it was a fun match, Rene Dupree was hit over the head a few times with some chairs, he was thrown into the crowd, it was a fun little main event, and I enjoyed it much better than any WWE event that I went to, because Rene Dupree made it so interesting, There was even a time where I held up a sign saying insulted the French and he took it off me and he ripped it. So that's what I jolly remember about Rene Dupree. The fact is I had a good time watching him as the main eventer wrestle, and the fact that I got to meet him before the show and he signed me an autograph. So I've got a lot of respect for Rene Dupree. I kind of wanted to cheer for Dino because he was the hometown British hero, but I gained a lot of respect for Rene Dupree that day when he had the time to have a selfie took with me and an autograph. So yeah, it was something. So Rene Dupree's an awesome guy. And he's great in the ring as well, very underrated. I really wish he had some. Well, he won the tag team championships with Kenzo Suzuki in WWE in the Ruthless Aggression era, but his career never went further than that. I understand he went to the ECW brand, but then shortly got released after that. So, and there was no word from Rene Dupree ever again, but he's in this all-star British promotion now, so, and he's doing really well, so thanks, Rene Dupree. Thanks for the moment. And if you're planning on meeting Rene Dupree, he's an awesome guy. He's nothing like his heel persona on the TV or anything like that. He's just a genuine down-to-earth guy. And he took the time to greet the fans, including me. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. No complaints from Rene Dupree, an awesome guy. Thanks, everyone. Peace out.